Hey besties, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing something I literally never ever do. We are making a September TBR. I am a mood reader to my absolute core. Kind of crazy because I'm very much a list, spreadsheet, organized kind of girly. So when it comes to reading, it's so weird that I will literally just read whatever I'm in the mood for rather than have an organized list. But I don't know what it is about September, but I'm really feeling having a list. To be fair, in August, I made a list of all my physical TBR and I have been ticking off all the books that I've been reading off my physical TBR, and I feel like it's really helped me actually read the books of my physical TBR because I get to tick them off at the end. So hey, that's good. To make a September TBR, I really want to prioritize my physical TBR, but I'm obviously not opposed to having a few Kindle reads here and there. We are going to be using my prompt jar. I added loads of new prompts, so hopefully we get some good ones for September. I usually read between 10 to 15 books a month, depending on like what I've got going on that month, how busy I am, the length of the books, a variety of factors that go into how many books I read a month. But I don't want to overwhelm myself completely with a list that I have to stick to. Like I want there to be some kind of leeway because something might crop up that I want to read and I don't want to not be able to read it just because I have a list to stick to, you know? Also, who knows if I will actually stick to this list. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, but we will see. We will see. Now, there is some new releases coming up in September that I really want to read. Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross, Wild Card by Elsie Silver, and People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young. So those three are definitely going on the TBR because there's just no way I'm not reading them. I will be reading these books in September. So that's three already. I have got a bit of an idea of what I want to read in my head, but I thought it'd be fun to use the TBR jar anyway to see if we get some like unexpected ones. I don't really know, but I'm thinking we could pick 6 because then we'll have 9 in total. I think 9 is a good amount because that leaves some leeway for some extra books. That's it really. That's my thought process. Let's pick our first prompt. Okay, I wonder if I can show you okay, so I think it's that way. Book with a blue cover. Book with a blue cover. Book with a blue cover. You know what's really annoying is that my TBR is a bit all over the place. I really need to have like a dedicated shelf or something, but we've not got that far yet. So let me pick out our options and we can see what we're working with. Okay, so we've got some options. Lady of Darkness. This is a fantasy romance. I have been told it's kind of like Throne of Glass had an older sister that was a bit darker. This is what it would be. So I do want to definitely read this at some point. It's super floppy as well. So that's an option. My Friends by Frederick Buckman. I did say that I wanted to read this in September. It's now September, so this is a good option. Neverthorn. How beautiful is this edition? It's the Waterstones exclusive. It is gorgeous. Those sprayed edges. Oh. This is like gothic dark academia vibes, I believe. Could be totally wrong. I have no idea. It says, welcome to Neverthorn Academy, where a bunch of magical school misfits are about to save the world, or more likely, die trying. I do want to buddy read this with Bestie Pat, so this is always an option. And then we have My First Ever Fairy Loot, Warrior, Princess, Assassin. Also absolutely stunning. I know nothing about this book. Literally nothing. But I do want to read this at some point because it was so funny because I was literally eyeing this up and then my Fairy Loot got delivered and it was this and I was literally like, what are the chances? What are the chances? Because I had no idea what was going. So that's an option. These are all really good options, but I think I'm going to pick My Friends by Frederick Buckman. This is what's calling me the most because I really want to read this and I don't know if we'll get another prompt where I can pick it. So I think I'm going to pick it now. It's literary fiction and it's about a painting. The painting is this of the 3 boys in the swimming pool. And I think it follows quite a few people's points of view and it's all kind of linked to this painting. That's all I really know. But I think we're going to go with My Friends by Frederick Buckman as our first choice, which is very excited. I'm literally so excited to read this. So, okay, let's pick our second prompt. Again, don't know if you can see that. Continue a series you're in the middle of. Okay, well, we got a lot of options for that, I think. But I really want to prioritize my physical TBR, so let me get some options out. I've got Unloved. This is a ice hockey romance series. I read the first one maybe in like February, like it was a while ago. I don't feel like I enjoyed it the best. I think it was a 3.5, which is why I've been putting this one off a little bit. But I do want to get to this at some point in autumn. So this is an option. House of Flame and Shadow is actually criminal. I've not finished Crescent City yet, but this is the last book, and I absolutely need to read this before Akatar comes out because, yeah, if you know, you know. It's just so long. It is so big. Like, oh my god, 800 pages. It's a lot. It is. She's chunky, but I do have it on my Kindle as well, so I could read it on my Kindle. I was waiting for this to come out in paperback because I have the other two in paperback and I wanted them to match. So this is an option. I do really want to get to this because I've just been putting it off for the longest time. We have Us Against You by Frederick Backman. This is the second book in the Bear Town trilogy. I do really want to read this, but I'm feeling this more for October, November time because, you know, ice hockey with the snow and just the vibes of the town. It's giving winter. So I'm feeling this maybe for later on. And then we've got Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. Now, I am hoping to squeeze this in at the end of August. It is literally the end of August. But I read the first one in like a day, so I think I could probably read the second one in like a day. So I'm hoping to squeeze this in my August TBR. If not, it's going to be one of the books that I can like just pick from that is on my TBR. I do 100 million trillion percent want to read this before Wild Reverence comes out. It's not necessarily linked, like Wild Reverence is a standalone, but I do want to finish this before I go in. I really enjoyed the first one, and I can't believe it's taken me this long to get to the second one. Not that I've even got to it yet. Criminal, to be honest. Criminal. So these two are kind of out of the equation. Leaves us with these two. And I'm kind of leaning more towards House of Flame and Shadow because I do really want to get this finished. And I feel like this is a good palette cleanser for if and when I get to it. So I am feeling more this, especially whilst I'm like full on in my fantasy era right now. I feel like I need to read this. It's the perfect time. I need to stop putting it off, basically. So second option, House of Flame and Shadow. Okay, third option. God, this is kind of stressful because I just don't know what I'm going to get. I've been with the two we've got so far, though. This outlay. Kindle Unlimited book. I already know what I'm going to pick for this. Like, I already know what I'm going to pick. The book I want to read is A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. This is a fantasy romance, and I've heard nothing but good things. I've had this on here for so long. And again, now that I'm in my fantasy era, fantasy romantasy era, I really want to read that. So I'm glad we got that option. So A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. So that's 3. That's 3 books. We're halfway there. Let's pick our fourth option. Oh. Way. A book that intimidates you. Yikes. Okay. So our options for this are The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue and The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. This one definitely intimidates me more, but this one is also really intimidating. I read Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, and that was literally one of my favorite reads of the year, so I know I'm going to really enjoy this. I am just a bit scared because I think it makes people cry, but this could be an option. I think I'm feeling this more over this because, again, I'm feeling this more for October, November time. Don't know why, that's just the vibes I'm getting, and I'm also really scared to read it. But then, should I like pick this because I'm more scared? I don't know. No, I'm feeling this more for September. This is more like later winter vibes. I don't make the rules. We're going with The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. That's what we're going for. So that's 4 books. Let's pick our 5th option. We're doing pretty well. I feel like all these were kind of on my radar for September anyway. Maybe it's that way. Shortest book on physical TBR. Shortest book. So The Wedding People is the shortest on my TBR with 363 pages. So we're going with The Wedding People. So that's good. So that's 5 options. I would like the next one to be a fantasy romance because that's more what I'm in the mood for. Let's pick our final prompt. A predicted 5-star read. Predicted 5-star read. What do I think is going to be 5 stars? Honestly, City of Gods and Monsters is kind of screaming at me. But she is chunky. She is a chunky ass book. It's like 700 pages. This is kind of the only one that's screaming at me. This or the Nightingale, but like I said earlier, like I'm just not ready to read the Nightingale. Nothing else is screaming out to me that it's going to be 5-star. And I did say I wanted a fantasy romance. So I think we're going to go with City of Gods and Monsters. So we've got 2 chunky ass fantasy romance books to get through. So our 6th option. Okay, let's quickly recap. So got our new releases, which is Wild Reverence, Wildcard, and People Watching. Then we've got My Friends by Frederick Brockman, House of Flame and Shadow, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, The Wedding People, City of Gods and Monsters, and our Kindle book, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. So hey, that's pretty good going, I think. I think I'm pretty happy with this actually. These have all kind of been on my radar to read soon, so I'm pretty happy that we have picked them out. Yeah, let's see if we can actually stick to this TBR. Who knows? I have faith in myself. I'm going to be making a little notes app so I can tick them off as I read them. I don't know which one I'll read first. I don't know, we'll see. But I think these are good picks for September. They're very much giving me September vibes. But thank you so much for watching. I will keep you guys updated as to where I get on my TBR. Hopefully there will be some reading vlogs including these books if you would like to see that. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.